If you're a landowner in Missouri, pay attention because you could be leaving money on the table. This one is pretty much a no-brainer program for certain landowners in Missouri. Hey folks, welcome back and welcome to Capper Outdoors. We appreciate having you along for the ride and happy Friday. So today's episode is kind of a no-brainer. I'm going to lay it out to you. We just scored another contract, a land management, land improvement from the state of Missouri, from the DNR, and I'm going to explain it to you how it works, and this is just a win-win-win all the way around if you ask me. So let's get into it. So last year we did a cost share. We netted about $10,000, which was the maximum for one fiscal year for a landowner, for creating openings in the woods that are wildlife openings and ponds that are wildlife ponds. So the goal of these programs is to improve the wildlife habitat across the state of Missouri, and this is for private landowners. So creating the wildlife openings, you know, there's certain criteria. You have to have all wooded land basically, or a 40-acre wooded land. You could make up to a 2 or 3 acre new wildlife clearing in there. But the purpose of that is that, you know, unbroken woods is really not the best environment for animals. Contrary to popular belief, when you make a wildlife opening, it lets the sunlight in and it creates natural native browse, native cover, and early successional growth, they call it, but it basically natural regen, what Mother Nature is going to pop up when that sun hits the ground. So I'm going to show you this year's program. I didn't go all in like last year, but it's going to be great. We got authorized to make, I think, four new clearings, and you don't have to do anything with them. You basically got to let Mother Nature take them over, and I think there's like a 5-year maintenance period, so you may have to bush hog it once, but they really don't come back and inspect after, 3 or 4 years. They really don't inspect at all. The point is that when you make the opening, Mother Nature is going to take over, or you could put a food plot in. That's where it's great for landowners like me, so you can create the opening, get reimbursement for it, $750 per acre, and you could put a food plot in there. That's what I do. I mean, that's just, to me, that's a win-win. You increase the value of your property, you increase the value for wildlife, and you get paid for it. So, man, this is such an awesome program. I mean, Missouri is so forward-thinking with the wildlife programs that we're looking at another one for pollinators also, but we're waiting for some new details, so I don't know if that one's going to happen or not, but that would be another good one for us. So I'm going to show you this year's program, 4 wildlife openings and 3 new watering holes, maybe 4. Anyways, the watering holes, you get reimbursed $500 a piece. And if you're from the channel, if you've been with us for a while, I love digging watering holes. So why not get paid or reimbursed for it? So this year's reimbursement's going to be around $4,000 total. I'll have a year to finish these projects. But let me show you the details and get into it. And if you're a landowner, I strongly encourage you to contact your local county DNR office and look into some of these programs, because they really are, it's really a win-win. Let's get into it. Thanks. All right, so here is a look at this year's proposed map. If you look up here, let's start from the top. This little yellow spot here, that's a new proposed clearing, a small one. That is, if we need to sell down the road, might as well make a wildlife opening up here, get a little bit of cost share from the state on this, and improve the property. So that's what this first one is here. Then the next yellow one down here is a bottom plot. Again, it's beautiful area. We're getting a lot of deer in there, so might as well get a cost share. I'm going to do it anyway, so might as well get a cost share on it. Then moving down to this lower left here, this is near our house, but this whole ridge is overgrown and I want to clear it anyways. So I might as well get a wildlife opening here. This one's going to be a bigger one, possibly up to 2 acres. And then this last one, this is the bottom where I cut that new road down there. I cut this road all the way along this bottom, and I want to make a new bottom clearing down here. I may or may not put a food plot in there. Same thing with the one by the house. I might put just like a Joe food plot there, like if I ever get back into hunting where I can just sleek out from the house. Maybe. But either way, I love using the machine, and it's increasing the value. We're going to get paid back. So let's look at the watering holes quick. This first one up here on the upper left, this is up by our new food plots. Our new corn and beans are up here. We got two beautiful green plots here on the east and the west. So I thought this would be a great spot to add a permanent watering source right up there. Then this next one down here, this is on the 3-acre corn plot, I believe. Wait a minute, am I in the right spot? Yeah, this is the 3-acre corn plot. I wanted to add a watering source up here on the ridge, so that's going to be a beautiful one. Then down here, this is a new 2-acre food plot down here. Another watering hole. So I mean, you know, $500 a piece getting reimbursed. That is awesome to add watering holes that I was going to add anyways on my own. So that's a look at the map. I did ask him to bump up the acreage. Here you see he only had 3 acres for the permanent openings, the 4 of them total. I asked him to bump it up to 4 acres. Again, we're not getting crazy this year, but hey, we'll take the cost share on that. So if I can get it bumped up to 4 acres, that gives me a little more room in case one of these gets a little bigger. So that's a look at the map. And I mean, here's just, you know, they got rules. They tell you how you have to do these projects, how you have to do the watering holes, so on and so forth. But like I said, this is definitely a win-win if you ask me. On this pond now. All right, so if you're wondering if these things work, the watering holes, and B, the new microplot clearings, or just wildlife clearings in the woods, yes, they absolutely do. I mean, Missouri would not be cost sharing this stuff. They didn't feel like it helps the wildlife. So this is a look at one. This is one of the watering ponds that I did, and then there's also the new wildlife clearing here in the background, and it has a phenomenal amount of wildlife activity: deer, turkey, and squirrels, and birds, and hawks, everything else in between. So they do work well. So I suggest you take advantage of it if you own land in Missouri, because it's a really, really great program for landowners and for wildlife. Absolutely is. So thanks a lot. Have a great weekend. I hope to see you again. Take care.